A woman mistakes the wrong car for an Uber, y'all, with deadly consequences. Yes, sir. It's your boy Snake Eye, Born for TV checking in, man. Salute to the military for dropping them bombs on that like button before we get lit, man. Hey, we gotta go in, man. This don't make no sense. So much stuff is happening in this crazy world. But before we begin, make sure you don't play with that like button when you come to Born for TV, man. We emotional about that like button. Straight up, man. Hey, let's get right into it, man. A girl was found RIP in South Carolina after getting into a car she thought was an Uber, y'all. Sending RIP to Samantha Josephson, a girl who went to USC, the University of South Carolina, y'all, was found pronounced dead after getting into a car this weekend that she thought was an Uber, y'all. And the police have actually arrested a 24-year-old man in relation to the crime, and they found bleach, germicidal wipes, and window cleaner in his car. Let's get right into it, Bond First Military, man. The University of South Carolina student, y'all, who was found dead after getting into a car this weekend that she thought was an Uber, Samantha Josephson, was a senior who got separated from her roommates during a night out in Columbia, turning up in South Carolina, man. She called an Uber and got into a car she thought was her ride. Turkey hunters found her body 14 hours later, about 90 miles from where she was last seen. What we now know is that she in fact summoned an Uber ride and was waiting for the Uber ride to come, Police Chief W.H. Holbrook said during a press conference Saturday. We believe that she simply mistakenly got into this particular car thinking it was an Uber ride. Jefferson's roommate started to worry about her when she still hadn't heard from her Friday morning. Of course, I mean, you out partying, you get separated, and I always say use the buddy system, especially women in college towns or when you go abroad on vacation, use that buddy system because there's some unsavory characters out there, Bond for military. They had gone out together on Thursday night. They called the police about 1:30 p.m. Friday. The hunters found her body at around 4 p.m. that day. They held a news conference and displaying everything was going on with the investigation. Police have arrested Nathaniel David Rowland. Yeah, we got your ass on charges of murder and kidnapping in connection to the crime. On Friday morning, police started looking for the car Jefferson got into, and they were able to find it and stop Rowland later that night. When police asked him to get out the car, he initially tried to run, but they ran it black ass down straight up, man. Police found blood in the car that matched Jefferson's, and they found her phone in the passenger compartment. Bruh is a straight dumb criminal too, ain't he, y'all? They also found liquid bleach, germicidal wipes, and window cleaner. The child safety locks on the car were activated. Man, kicked that window out, but he probably had a weapon. I don't know, man. They say the investigation regarding U.S. student Samantha Josephson is now a homicide case after her body was found in a rural area of Clarendon County late yesterday afternoon. Suspect Nathaniel Rowland has been charged with murder and kidnapping by SLED agents. Have been an internal part of the case. I mean, y'all, this just a sad situation. I mean, it just break your heart. I hate that she mistake the car for an Uber, y'all, and basically got into a stranger car, and he didn't have his acting skills up, and he didn't act like he was the Uber. Once she asked him probably, oh, you my Uber driver? He probably said, yeah. They say she was bubbly, loving, kind, and full of life. And he's taken away a piece of our heart. I mean, man, this is just sad. Rowland, who was 24, like I said, he was charged with the murder of Samantha. And prayers go out to her family and friends. As you don't know, USC in South Carolina is a real nice university. Matter of fact, Deion Sanders' son is coming to play basketball this upcoming season at USC. So y'all probably hear a lot more about it if you ain't heard about the college. They set up a GoFundMe campaign to raise funds for funeral and other expenses And her funeral is on the 3rd, y'all. 3rd, so in about 2 days. But it's just a sad, unfortunate situation, and I just want the Bond First TV to know that if you got children, especially in college or wherever, make sure you let them know if they doing ride-sharing programs such as Uber, Lyft, or whatever the case may be. Make sure that the Lyft driver, the Uber driver, all the information match what it's supposed to match on the app, y'all. Don't just take the person's word for it. As you see, it could be a deadly consequence. But prayers go out to Samantha, and it just makes no sense that, I mean, he had to be coming to the party or whatever, just chilling, whatever, but for her to get in the car and him just on a whim, you know, do that to her, that just shows the kind of person that he already was, if you ask me, Bond First Military. But prayers go out to her and her family, man. Make sure you like the video, share the video, man. Keep running this channel up. Well, we growing every day, man. And it's all because of y'all dropping them bombs on that like button and being part of that Bond First Military, man. It's your boy Snake Eye, man, signing out.
There were some chilling details about what and who police found inside the suspect's car when they took him into custody.
When they pulled it over, it was a traffic stop. It was about 24 hours later after she was allegedly abducted in that vehicle. What they found, first of all, the K-9 officer spotted the car, pulled it over, and who is now the suspect fled from the car. So the officer pursues him, gets him into custody, brings him back. And in that car, authorities are saying, was a large amount of blood, along with cleaning supplies, bleach, some personal wipes, even some Windex, and a female. We have now confirmed, police confirmed with CNN, a female was in the front seat. She is cooperating with authorities. They do not believe she was with him at the time of the alleged abduction and even murder, but she was there in a car filled with blood that had been 24 hours later.
That is so chilling. What do police say happened after Samantha Josephson, the victim, got into this car?
You know, we don't know a lot, right? But here are the facts. Here's what we do know. She was transported, either dead or alive, 90 miles from where she was picked up. Number two, there was an immense amount of blood in that car. So what that shows is that something very violent happened. Because when you suffocate someone, there's not a lot of blood. Even a gunshot, depending upon where it would be, there's not that much blood. So there had to be something extremely violent. And there were child restraint locks in place in the back seat so that she couldn't have gotten out even if she had wanted to.
That just makes me sick. I can't imagine being her family. And we're hearing from her father, right?
We are. And remember, she was a student at the University of South Carolina. She was a political science major. And her father posted one thing, and we want to read that for you. He says, quote, "It is with tremendous sadness and of a broken heart that I post this. I will miss and love my baby girl for the rest of life. Samantha is no longer with us, but she will not be forgotten. It is extremely hard to write this and post it, but I love her with all my heart. I could continue to write about her, but it kills me. I sit here and cry while looking at the picture and write this.